Venom Annual #1. This is written by Donny as well as a slew of various writers. This is a self-contained issue. It's a whole bunch of little stories, and it's not very important to the overall Venom storyline you've been reading in Donny Cates' Venom series right now. So if you don't want to pick this up, you totally don't have to, but you will not be missing essential storyline info for that main series. But there are some interesting stories in here. There's a few of them. So it takes place in this bar with all these various villains and people and whatnot, and they're sharing their stories about Venom. So one of them shares this story about Black Cat and Venom and when they fought each other. And at the end of that one, Venom easily beats Black Cat and leaves her to be at the end of their fight. That Black Cat storyline wasn't very good, but the next one I thought was interesting. It was this guy telling the story of Wolverine fighting Venom in this bar. So Wolverine was drinking, and Venom accidentally made him spill his drink, so then they square off and they trade a few good blows, but in the end, Wolverine does have the upper hand on Venom and kind of threatens him, and then eventually walks off as the victor. And the last storyline in this issue is one where Venom fought the Juggernaut, and this was my favorite story in this annual. So the guy that's telling the story is a super Juggernaut fan, and when he's telling the story in the book, he keeps talking about how Juggernaut is this beast and he is just destroying Venom. But when you're actually reading the story, it's very much the opposite, and Venom is just destroying the Juggernaut. And really great art in this little side story, and it's just Juggernaut being tossed around, cars flying, Juggernaut's being thrown into the buildings, then Venom throws Juggernaut into the street, and then he goes into the sewer, and Juggernaut just gets utterly destroyed. But throughout this whole thing, this guy who's the storyteller keeps saying how Juggernaut really just destroyed Venom. So it was really funny and very exciting, very interesting, and it was a fun battle to see, and yeah, so that was good stuff. So yeah, this was an interesting thing to pick up. There was some fun stories in here. I would give this one a 7.5 out of 10.